What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. We have a Costco haul for you today. We all love ourselves a Costco haul, don't we? This time though, I love going to Costco. It's one of my favorite things in the world, to be honest, but I was not in the mood to go to Costco. John and I have had a wild 2 weeks. He's been working like way more than usual, and he is like the ultimate partner when it comes to the kids. So I actually feel like a major impact when he has to work more. So it's been the most insane 2 weeks. And so going to Costco was like one of the last things that I wanted to do, but we had a lot of stuff that we really needed. But of course we get to Costco and then it couldn't just go easy. We ended up having to do a return. Now, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I hate doing anything where I have to interact with other humans for annoying adult tasks. So like, I don't like to call in pizza orders. I don't like to call in a doctor's appointment. I don't like doing any of that. So John takes those things on for me because he doesn't mind. So I usually send him in to do returns at Costco. So I sent him in to do the return at Costco. And then when he was there, the lady was like giving him a hard time about, like in a joking way, about what a train wreck his membership card was. So she replaced it for him. So that took a while and all this good stuff. So then he comes outside, and because we kind of like swap off because we didn't want to like unload the kids to go into Costco. So I was hanging out with the kids in the truck. He comes back outside. It's my turn now to go to Costco and actually do the shopping. I go to look for my membership card, nowhere to be found. And you need that membership card, you know, to get into the club, to get into the VIP section. You have to show them at the door, like, I belong here. I'm a member, you know? So can't find it anywhere. So I'm like, great, now I do have to go to member services to either get like a day pass or to get a new membership card entirely. So I could have just done the return as well. So I go up to the return counter, waiting in line. There's probably about 4 people ahead of me, get to the front of the line, and the guy tells me, oh no, you need to go to member services, which is the other line. Totally my fault. This was not anybody else's fault, but to give myself a little bit of grace, I am like 5'2", 5'3", and the sign is basically up at the sky for Shack. So like I didn't see that I was at member returns and not at member services. So anyways, I skedaddle over to the member services area and there's a few people in front of me there. Right as I'm about to get called up to the register, the customer service person just like dips. They just like leave. So I'm just like kind of awkwardly standing there not knowing what to do. The person that was in the returns area that had sent me over to member services now comes over and he's like, I don't have any more returns so I can help you. I'm like, okay, cool. As he's like approaching me, talking to me, I'm seeing a sign that says you can just use the Costco app as your member card now. So I've been standing here a total of like 20, 25 minutes waiting to get a replacement card when it turns out you don't even need a physical card anymore. At least at my Costco in Jacksonville, Florida, United States. So I verified with the guy, I can really just use my app. And he's like, yeah, if you have the app downloaded, there's a digital member card right on there. And I was like, awesome. He's like, that's probably something I should have just told you when you asked me about replacing your card. And I was just thinking like, you know, it's not his fault at all because I've worked in retail. I know how that goes. You can't possibly educate everybody on the 500 things that there are going on. But I wanted to bring it up to you guys just in case you need to get into the club to Costco, and you don't have your member card, you can pull up the app. Okay, I go do my shopping. It wasn't that busy, so I was able to get a few clips that I'm including in this video for like shop with me. I didn't get as many as I wanted, but there were some cool items I wanted to highlight. I'll also be doing a little short of more clips of shop with me, so I'll link that down below because I'll probably post that first. So if you guys want to check out a short 60-second shop with me, I'll have that link down below for you. So then I roll up to the front with my overflowing cart. Okay, I've been through a journey trying to get all of these items and all of this stuff. Get up to the front, go to checkout. As I'm checking out, I realize I don't have my debit card. I don't have my debit card. My debit card must be on vacation with my Costco membership card. Who knows where they are? Hopefully they're somewhere sunny, tropical, beautiful, and drinking like a margarita on the beach, okay? So I'm like, cool, I don't have my debit card. Luckily, I have emergency credit cards, but the problem with Costco is you have to use Visa, and most of my emergency credit cards are MasterCard. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Because most of my credit cards, I don't even bring them with me, I just leave them at home. So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to write a check, because at Costco, you can write a check. I'm going through my checkbook, I don't have any checks left. I write like 4 checks a year. So I didn't even do an inventory on how many checks I had remaining. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to have John come in. I'm going to have them hold this. And like the people pleasing anxiety side of me is like, I'm going to hold people up. I'm going to inconvenience people. Oh my God, I'm a hot mess. Then I finally find one of my cards is a Visa. So I was able to avoid all of these dramas and I was able to check out and everything was fine. But we got through it. Then I go to the food court because I'm like, after all of this drama, I have earned myself an ice cream. Guess what? Ice cream machine's down. So I ended up getting the double chocolate chunk cookie, which everybody keeps saying is like better than crumble. I was never that impressed with crumble to begin with, but I think it's a little bit of a stretch to say like a plain chocolate chip cookie is better than like a pink icing donut. You know, that's a little bit of a stretch, but they are very good. So John and I split that cookie. My spirits were lifted and everything was great. I know some of you enjoy my little Costco rambles, so there you go. If you're new here, I'm so sorry. I would tell you this doesn't happen often, but it's a side effect of who I am. If you enjoyed the rambling, feel free to check out the rest of my channel because I do plenty of it. And if you enjoy the vibe, please feel free to subscribe. It rhymes and everything. And the next thing I need to talk to you about before we get into the video is I found out about this company program. I don't know really what it's called a long time ago, but it wasn't available in my area. I'm finally living somewhere where it is available. But I had, in case you didn't know, I had 3 children in 1 calendar year. My oldest son was born in January of 2022, and we welcomed his twin brothers in December of 2022. So the past couple years have been a little nuts for me, and I wasn't in a position to be able to do any more than what my general life was already calling for. But I'm starting to find a rhythm in life, and I'm just like the type of person that I want to help where I can. And I don't want to bring this up as like me bragging about something that I'm doing. That's just not the type of person I am. But I do want to bring awareness to a program. So it's called Lasagna Love. If you're in a position in life, in a season of life, or whatever the case may be, where you need some more assistance for a home cooked meal, maybe it's because you're postpartum, maybe you just got a new place, maybe you're just going through a rough time, maybe you're grieving, maybe just for whatever reason you need a home cooked meal, you can go on Lasagna Love and you can request that a lasagna be delivered to you from one of the volunteers. You can even mention dietary restrictions or preferences when you do the request. And if you're in a position like me now where you have a little bit of extra room in your life to be able to give back to people, you can go on and maybe you're making a lasagna for your family during the week and you're able to make a second lasagna. You can bring that lasagna to a family who needs it for whatever reason. So I'm finally in a place, like I said, where I could meal prep a lasagna for our family and then just make an extra or 2 for other families that might need it. The reason why I wanted to spread awareness about it is because once I signed up, the local leader in my area actually sent out a list of extra families that need assistance, and the backlog was really high. And I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, so I know that we obviously have a higher population, but we would also have a higher amount of volunteers. And I'm just thinking of like rural areas and things like that. I would imagine that the need and the backlog is even higher. So if you happen to be in an area and you're in a position in life right now where you could provide some assistance, maybe you could look into it, especially if you happen to be good at making lasagnas that have dietary restrictions like vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, things like that, because I noticed that there's even a larger backlog for those families that do have those dietary needs. Just wanted to mention it. I'm not affiliated with them outside of just being a volunteer, but I will link their information down below if you want to check out the mission and just see if it's something that you either might need support from or you might be able to provide support to. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the shop with me, the haul, and then at the end, I know you guys enjoy these, I have a taste test because we picked up some churro bites at Costco. So John is gonna be doing a taste test for the churro bites that we grabbed in this video. I hope you enjoy. All right, let's do a little shop with me on some of the items that stood out to me during this Costco trip. Don't forget, I'm also going to do a YouTube short for it. So if you head to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see a short with some other items. First of all, we're checking out some great snacks. I personally love the Dots Homestyle pretzels, and I love that you can get such a large bag at Costco. The seasoning on them is so good. They also had a huge selection of different jerkies out, and I was really intrigued by the chili lime one that was on an end cap. In my last Costco haul, I shared 2 treats that I had grabbed: Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Dipped Bananas and Gelato Macarons. I didn't grab any of these this time because I knew I wanted to try out some new things, but we loved both of these so much, so if you see them, I'd recommend grabbing them. They also had plenty of the Dole Whips out. It's not a love for me, but if you're in your Disney blues, it could be a nice pick-me-up. I'm also always intrigued by that island sorbet. Have you ever tried it? Let me know. I finally found the gold kiwi I've been hunting for weeks and weeks, so that was exciting. And also exciting for any Bluey parents out there, they had a massive Bluey play set out as well as some cool Lego sets. I really wanted to pick up one of these hydrangea planters because they're my favorite flower. But one, my cart was overflowing, and B, I have a black thumb and they deserve to live a beautiful life. All right, last thing to show off is this really cool cutting board for Florida. I'm curious to know if each state gets their own. Have you seen one in your Costco? I definitely want a Hawaii one, something fierce. Okay, let's go see what I took home. Friends, we are here with yet another Costco haul. I had to go over in this zip code of my kitchen again because we had so much. It didn't fit in the designated area. This haul is I'm really gonna be throwing it at you, okay? I have some convenience items to share with you because we are going to have visitors at our house. I'm so excited. My parents are coming to visit from Hawaii. So I grabbed some like convenient type meals. That way, if none of us feel like cooking because we're enjoying quality time together, we will have some options. We all love to cook though, so I have a feeling it's not gonna be necessary, but I just wanted to be prepared. Okay, let's start in the exciting area, which is the snack area. Knowing I was going to have people at the house, I figured I should have some snacks, and I didn't really want to say no to most of these things myself, let's be real. But the cashier informed me that this was an excellent choice that I made, these skinny dipped dark chocolate peanut butter cups. There are 30 cups in here. I can't remember what the price was, but I'm excited because there's only like 2 grams of sugar in it, and I just feel like if I want a little something, maybe this will do the trick, so I grabbed that. In the full sugar department, I grabbed more of these chocolatey and peanut butter fudge dipped cookie bites. These are so good, and I don't even really like peanut butter. John, however, loves peanut butter. So they're like a little graham cracker cookie, basically, with peanut butter, and then it's dipped in fudge. Really, really good. Has plenty of sugar in this guy. So anyways, those are really good. These are my like all-time favorite treat of a treat. Caramel. Did you say caramel or did you say caramel? I say caramel, I think. But I just said, John says caramel. I just started that by saying caramel. I don't know why, because that's not me. Anyways, milk chocolate, kettle cooked caramel, grams with marshmallows. These are absolutely phenomenal. These are one of my favorite things. And what I like about them is they're incredibly decadent. So really, like, I can have one and be able to walk away, you know? Speaking of decadent, I saw these stuffed churro bites. I couldn't say no to this, okay? It says it's great for the air fryer. I have an air fryer. So obviously we were meant to be friends. One of them has chocolate hazelnut filling. The other has a Bavarian cream filling. So I'm very excited to test these out, see what we think. I'm very excited about these. I have had the Korean barbecue jerky before, but I was excited to see these little snack bites, just for like a little high protein snack. The Korean barbecue flavor is so, so good. So if you see this, I would grab it. I don't even remember how much it was. It was going in my cart no matter the price. Dave's Killer Bread. If you guys are looking for like a replacement on white bread, we have had this and I really, really enjoy it. So I've actually liked all of Dave's Killer products. I like the English muffins. I like the cinnamon raisin bread. I've liked everything. So I grabbed this. What I usually do, just to let you know, because we will not go through this amount of bread this fast, is I put one in the freezer right away and the other goes in the fridge. So for the Lasagna Love Mission, I grabbed myself some foil pans as well as these pre-cut single sheets. This supposedly is the exact size to go over that. If not, what I'm thinking is I'll just put 2 of these the opposite direction and it'll work out just fine. But I'm excited to have kind of a system, especially since I'll be doing that pretty frequently. English muffins, my parents are visiting, and I just wanted us to have like fast options for breakfast. I know they like English muffins, so there you go. I saw these vegetable spring rolls. They were on sale, and these are like right up my alley, and I can like air fry them for a quick lunch during the day. So it came with 50 pieces too, and I want to say it was only like $70. Can you imagine? $7. I think it was on sale for $7, so I'm excited for that. To put in my parents' room while they're here, my mom loves caramel, so I grabbed these. These are my absolute favorite, dark chocolate sea salt caramels. So I'm going to keep them by the bed for her. so she can take it home on the plane or whatever. Now for raviolis, I saw this. I've never seen this one before. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you can see that right there. But it's got basically all the cheeses and then black pepper. So I grabbed this so we can have an easy dinner option. And then I also grabbed a Maine lobster ravioli because we're originally from Massachusetts. So my parents' love for Maine lobster runs deep, as does their daughters, aka me, John. He's a broken New Englander and he doesn't like lobster. Can you believe it? He will not partake in that, but I did grab that for the rest of us. These were on sale. I don't usually grab Tyson. I don't know why. I don't really have anything against them. I just never grab it. But because it was on sale, I figured I'd grab it. I also grabbed some of our favorite chicken breast chunks in the back. I do prefer the Just Bear to the Kirkland brand, but this is way cheaper for more. So that's how you win me over there. And then chicken sausage. I grabbed this just for kind of like easy options for breakfast. If I want to make a breakfast plate with some scrambled eggs, I can have some chicken sausage. These, I've never seen these before. They used to have them in completely different packaging, but the price was amazing. It was $9.99 for a 3.5 pound package of Italian sausage. And I grabbed 2 because we're going to be doing the lasagna love life. And so I figured I'll just have a bunch of that, some in the freezer, some in the fridge. Same deal on the brats, $9.99, 3.5 pounds. And we've been doing sheet pan meal dinners recently, and I just cut up a little bratwurst, put some veggies and some potatoes, whatever veggies I have on hand. I don't go too crazy with it, and then do like kind of like a garlic butter, and it's our favorite meal right now. So grab that for that. We ran out of butter. My favorite butter is the Kerrygold, and it happened to be on sale. So I grabbed some Kerrygold salted, and then I grabbed unsalted regular butter. So what I usually do is, like, for cooking, I use the Kerrygold, and for baking and stuff, I use the regular. I also normally make my own chicken stock using either chicken leftovers, or I use like the Better Than Bouillon chicken base. But when I do the lasagna love, I'm going to be making my homemade marinara sauce. And it would just be way easier to just have chicken stock just shelf ready and ready to go. I also grabbed a bag of cheddar jack cheese and a bag of mozzarella. I grabbed 3 packs of 1.5 gallons of milk. We switched the kids over to reduced fat 2%, and they did fine with it. So that's what we're going with from now on. Grab some cage-free eggs and then also some cream cheese. We had run out of that. Coming down over here, I'm going to try and be a adult, if you will, and start taking vitamins. So, yeah. And then these Laughing Cow cheeses were on sale. One of the comments I got on my Trader Joe's video was that they love the birdseed crackers that I showed you guys. I don't know what they were actually called. I think they were called trail mix crackers. And she said she likes to put Laughing Cow on it. So I thought that was genius. So when I saw this, I said, well, here we go. And I just think this would be good to have as a snacky snack anyway. We got some baby carrots. I pretty much always have these on hand because all of my kids like it as a side. John ran out of peanut butter, so I grabbed him some of that. We are running kind of low on mayonnaise, so I grabbed that this trip. I also grabbed 6 jars total of the San Marzano peeled tomatoes. That's going to go in my marinara sauce. And in the back, I have some organic black beans. Costco has not had kidney beans in a very, very long time. I don't know why, so I went with black, but I do prefer kidney beans for most of my cooking, at least. I grabbed 2 packs of regular, like, jarred marinara. I cannot live without that in the pantry. Even though I'm going to be making my own marinara, I still just, like, I have anxiety about not having marinara on hand because I put it on, like, everything. Caesar salad kit in the back. We've been doing fast salads. I haven't had time to chop up my own romaine. You guys know I used to, but I've just been grabbing these for convenience. Grabbed a bunch of bell peppers. That's going to be for my sauce and also to make with the Italian sausage for the lasagna. They have these on sale, Caesar dressing from Olive Garden. I was really pumped about this because we love Caesar dressing. So I grabbed that for the days that I do actually chop up my own romaine. Big bag of sweet potatoes. This is a hit with all of my kids. They love sweet potatoes. Sometimes I give it to them at breakfast, sometimes with their lunch or dinner. They absolutely loved it. We have been in love with these chopped salad kits. I've been grabbing them from Kroger, but since they had it at Costco, I grabbed a Thai chili mango. I'm excited about this. It comes with a zesty Thai sweet chili vinaigrette. So I'm excited to try that out. I got a 2-pack here, and I grabbed some like tuna packets over at Target, and I think that'll be the perfect combo for that. avocado mash. We don't love avocado, but my mom does, and she's visiting, and she loves to make avocado toast. So I was thinking I would have this on hand. She's probably going to grocery shop when they're here because they love to cook and stuff. Just in case she doesn't grab good avocados, I just wanted to have an option on hand for her. And I will use it. I don't love it, but I will use it even if she doesn't. And then I grabbed a huge bag of sweet onions because we'll be making all the lasagna love stuff, and onions is definitely something I need. Also in my marinara sauce, one of my tricks is I just throw a bunch of vegetables in there and then use an immersion blender to blend it all up, and nobody knows any better. So I'm going to put some zucchini in there as well as some spinach. So I got that. I got a huge bag of frozen broccoli. That's pretty much just to have on hand. I like to buy fresh broccoli for the most part when I order from Kroger, but I do like to have the frozen on hand. I got a bunch of bananas because my kids go through bananas like crazy. And the other day, I bought organic bananas through Kroger, and it was $10 for a bundle. $10. At Costco, it was $1.50. So I was like, I am never buying bananas again from the grocery store. And then they finally, you guys, if you've been watching my videos, I've been on the hunt for the gold kiwis. I was about to give up, but they had them this time. I was pumped. Those are more expensive than green kiwis, but totally worth it. Okay, we got two more things to talk about. One is these native juices. Nope, they're not native at all. They're naked juices. These naked juices were on sale for, I don't even remember what it was. I used to love these, but they are super heavy on the sugar. So just be aware of that. But for like a nice little treat, I got this. They're like the smaller packs. These are 10 fluid ounce bottles. So there's 12 altogether. They're usually pretty pricey, so that's why I don't grab them that much. But because they were on sale, I said, you know what? I deserve it. I deserve a little treat. And then this guy, Dyson V15. We have a Dyson V10 that finally broke, rest in pieces to you, sir. So we obviously needed a vacuum. And yeah, this is the one we went with, Dyson. It was regularly $700. Since when are vacuums that expensive? But it was on sale for $140 off. So it ended up being like around $556 or something like that. $559, something along those lines. You do that math for me because I can't. So that's everything, you guys, from Costco this trip. We want to apologize for what a scrub John looks like. He needs a haircut. You seriously need a haircut.
I know, and I just worked out.
Okay, it's true.
I'm about to
negate everything.
Negate everything I just.
I want to show them the box.
The box is in the freezer.
Oh, it's in there. I thought you said you cooked it all.
No, it's 2 bags.
Oh.
I cooked 1 bag.
Okay, so is this just the chocolate version?
Why? Is there 2 different versions?
Yeah. So there's a Bavarian cream. Can you go get the box so we can show
That's
you?
chocolate.
Okay. All right. So during my Costco visit, my Costco escapade, my Costco extravaganza, I found these stuffed churro bites. And there's 2 different flavors inside. One is what? Nutella or something?
It's chocolate and hazelnut filling.
So Nutella. And then John doesn't like Nutella. I know. Okay. That's because they're trying not to get sued because they probably used an off-brand. You know what I mean?
Okay, well.
They used Kirkland. They didn't want to use. Oops, I lost you. Such a professional.
This is not Nutella.
It's the Kirkland brand, probably. Okay. Anyways, and the other one's a Bavarian cream, which is kind of like what they put in a Boston cream donut. The custard.
Oh. If I had known that, I would have made those.
I'm glad you went with chocolate. I'm team chocolate.
I'm team whatever. I'm team churro.
You're team churro. Okay, so explain what you were just telling me.
It comes with 2 packets of cinnamon sugar inside, and they're ratioed for each bag. So each hazelnut, now that I know why there's 2 bags, the hazelnut and the Bavarian cream it's separated, and then the cinnamon sugar, is that what it is? Cinnamon sugar is for that whole bag. So it's like I would guess and then save some, and then we might, I mean, granted we have our own cinnamon sugar that we could have just dumped on to add more, but I decided when in Rome. Yeah, so basically his explanation was to say we made a crap ton of churro bites this evening. How many come in this? You can see the amount we made right here, children. How many come in this thing?
Look at that cinematic quality of the shot right here.
Is it focusing on that?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
My note so far is that the cinnamon sugar did not coat very well on this because like we cooked it in the air fryer, which is the instructions, and I don't think like an air fryer it doesn't.
Well, you're supposed to air fry it and then toss it in the cinnamon sugar. And what I did, but none of it like stuck to it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying like versus a traditional fry, it's like you would be frying in like peanut oil. And so then when you put in the cinnamon sugar, it sticks to peanut oil.
I gotcha.
Whereas with an air fryer, it's air.
Do you cook churros in oil?
Yeah, that's how you fry all foods.
I didn't know that's how churros were made.
That's how any fried food is usually generally made.
Okay.
Like fried Oreos and stuff.
Good to know. Yes, I know fried Oreos.
Good. Okay, so anyways, let's present this to you, good sir. Go ahead and take one. You don't have to hold the whole plate awkwardly. But I mean, if you want to.
Okay. I got one with the cinnamon sugar.
Okay.
I'm here to say that it is Nutella. Tastes just like Nutella. It's good. I mean, how much were they? They were definitely worth it.
I didn't care. I didn't care how much they were. They could have been $47 and I would have got them.
You're going to like these.
Yeah. Scale of 1 to 10.
I would say like for dessert.
Why do you always put it in a category? When I ask you for a scale of 1 to 10 when we're in Disney, you're like, well, for a Star Wars attraction, there's only 2 Star Wars attractions. I'm calling you out right now.
Why you gotta judge me?
Because that's what I do.
That's how I have to I have to like justify my ranking in my own brain.
Okay.
So
it's like a scale, like it's like
right.
Okay, got it.
Like as an overall.
You have a system.
Okay, so if you put this like as an overall food, it's like a 5. But like as a dessert, it's like 6, 7. Because there's other foods that I would put above this,
so
but not many
not
desserts.
Your favorite category?
No.
Why do you seem unsure about that?
Because I didn't think that question would ever be asked. I mean,
like if you could only have dessert or dinner, you would choose dinner?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I can't have too much sweet stuff.
Okay, calm down. You don't need to get nuts. All right.
Well, I feel very attacked with this question.
So you would give it a 5 if you had to choose that against, say, my homemade marinara.
Oh, this is like a 3 compared to the homemade marinara.
Okay, and then but for in the dessert category, let's jump in that pool. What rating would we give that?
It's like a 6.
A 6. Okay, it gets an extra. Okay, so I see how your scale's working. All right. Now, next question is, if you were to rate this against a Disneyland churro, not a Disney World, Disneyland churro.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10?
No, like, where do you think this falls? Like, is it better than a Disneyland churro?
No, this is like a Disney World wannabe Disneyland churro.
Like the ones we got in Hollywood Studios?
Yeah.
The ones from that little cart by Rock and Roller Coaster?
Yes. But not as good as those. But it's close.
Okay, all right. I see what you're saying.
If those are like on a churro scale, the ones at Hollywood Studios, if those are like a
churro math. Now,
if those are like a 9 on churros,
a Disneyland churro is a 9 to you because we're talking about you, John. There's nobody else here. So
if Disneyland churros are a 10.
Are a 10 for you.
Correct.
Okay.
For what I can remember, it's been a long time.
It has been.
Those ones in Hollywood Studios are like a 9.
Got it.
And then this compared to those is like a 7.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Thank
you for your
I'm glad we got there.
Yeah, and I look like crazy, but I will go ahead and eat one, and then I'll just verbally tell them my feedback.
And I'll go ahead and eat one while you eat one.
For the fact that you can make this at home.
Okay, that's a whole different category.
That brings a whole nother element for John. An at-home churro.
Yeah.
That to me is, I think that's like an 8. That's an 8 for me.
Okay, compared to Disneyland.
Like you mentioned, we haven't been to Disneyland in now 6 years.
Okay.
Let that sit in. Let that
Why are you trying to make me feel old?
Not sit in. That didn't make sense. Sink in.
Yes.
What was I going to say? What was I talking about?
These nighttime videos are unhinged.
Unhinged.
Compared.
I completely lost my stream.
Compare
because they're at home. Got it.
Compare this minus at home, minus all that. compare this to a Disneyland churro.
Then I think it would bump down to like a 7. But I still think that is phenomenal. Like if they served that to me at Disney World,
yes,
that's way better than the Disney World churros.
Do you think this is
from
better
like
than
a cart?
Okay. What about like the ones at Tiffin's?
I'd say it's on par with the ones at Tiffin's.
Is it Tiffin's or Nomad Lounge?
Here's the thing though, is that the ones at Nomad Lounge / Tiffin's, because I think they're both served, is that the sauce is what makes those for me.
Well, the churro. Okay, well, what about the one at Hollywood Studios that we just got?
See, the Hollywood Studios, I think that's about the same for me.
What, you think this is the same as Hollywood Studios?
Yes. You don't get to question my rating, okay? I went with your crazy...
Okay, the reason I'm questioning your rating is your reaction from the...
to the Hollywood Studios, but I'm just not hyped. I don't have enough energy to give this that level. And again, I'm also thinking about the fact that at home right now, we were able to make that. That's phenomenal.
Agreed.
But at the end of the day, all we need to do is just say that this is a must-buy, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, for sure, yes.
If you're a fan of churros, this is a must-buy.
Churros, yeah. And you know what I will say is these are better than the churros that the food court at Costco used to sell.
Oh yes. Yeah. Like what they should have done is just purchase this for themselves and serve those at the food court. Like they're way better.
Yeah. It's like
all right. Well, I think that's enough. I think we've done enough here.
Have we discussed enough churros?
Yeah.
Do you want to dive deeper into like...
We have been talking about churros for 10 minutes and 30 seconds. That's wild. All right. Well, thank you for your feedback. I'm sending it to corporate. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. It means the absolute world to me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail. And I hope you have a magical day. Bye.